Are we live?
We are live. I'm here with the second greatest Andy in Dublin.
Fucking number one, Andy.
Andy Ryan. For fuck's sake. How are you? Big week for
great.
Team Ryano.
Yeah,
James
usually.
Sheehan, welterweight title.
Yeah, about time.
Yeah.
Looking good. Never seen him looking as sharp. Not even sharp on the mat, like mind-wise. Very switched on. Very confident.
Different to other fights?
Yeah, like James always gets a knock or a bang. He's had having a few little knocks and bangs and injuries which he wouldn't tell you. And he was sick for a week or two, but he was still fucking training. You know, he has that. I find it's a different James this time. I think the Oban fight sort of set a few things in motion, and I think he knows with the last fight he could have finished in that fight. So I think that bit of venom was back in him. He was sparring with the lads here today. He was dropping everybody, you know. So he's on good form. It's the right time.
Yeah.
I think it's well deserved, you know. I think he's big fights, you know, and Ian Gary and Owen. I think their fights he could have won, could have gone anyway. I think he was unlucky with Ian, so I think it's his time. You know,
Two UFC fighters now as well.
Yeah, I think it's his time. I think he deserves it. I think he do as well as anyone in the UFC. He's not driven by financial sort of. He's not doing it for the money, so he does it for the love of it. So I think it's a time for him, and I'd love him to get the belt for the amount of work he puts in.
Yeah, because he's very, like I just spoke to him there. He's very sensible, and he's very.
Yeah.
He takes everything he doesn't get ahead of himself. Like he focuses on the task at hand, and at least outwardly he's not really into. Not that he's not into the belt, but it's kind of like, look, it's a belt, but it is a big deal.
No,
right?
it is a big deal, and it will be a big deal for him, you know, because he is sort of, you know, one of the top guys in Europe, I think, and he sort of gets a bit of respect, and he's, you know, he's a dangerous fight for anybody, and I think he deserves that belt. I think he deserves that belt. You know, other fighters get mentioned, but I think he's done the work. You know, he's fought never refused to fight, fought everybody. You know, and never badmouthed anybody. You know, so I think it's his turn, his time.
Yeah, I was saying to him, I don't know if I can't remember when you came in, but the matchup itself, I was a little bit surprised by, because with the vacant belt. Yeah. I expected it. I think James is the rightful number one contender, considering Janice is gone. But the likes of a Figlak or I'm forgetting the name, Stefano Paterno, Carlos Pedersoli Jr. or Burlinson, all of those names, I would expect it to be one of them. You know, guys who've plied their trade in Cage Warriors. Were you surprised by the matchup?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But it's a dangerous matchup.
Yeah.
I think all them other guys, no problem. But everyone's on a different little route, or the right time or the right place, or injuries or fights, or it's like people talking about James the last time. James and Oban should have been a title fight, and you know, like I think Burlington had his time with Reese and stuff. So I think maybe there wasn't fellas ready. I don't know, because we were meant to fight the champion. That was who the fight was. He's going
Ultimate Fighter.
So that was the fight. So whatever way it came around. But his opponent, Conrad, is dangerous. Jiu-Jitsu black belt and heavy hands. I don't think he's up to the level of James. He is dangerous, but he's dangerous everywhere. So it's not a fight you can take lightly, but I think James is on a different level. Yeah,
like having watched Conrad, the power in his hands, it's that type of power that can switch someone's lights off. He landed one of the I think it was the semi-final in Cage Fight Series. He landed a left hook and just, switched the lad's lights off.
Yeah, I like that Brazilian fella the weekend in the Cage Warriors. What's his name? He's an older guy. He knocked out Stewart.
Not Leon Aliu, is it?
Down the side of the couch.
Down the side of the couch. Look, disturb me.
Is it?
No.
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for? A phone? For fuck's sake. Super.
Here, there's €2 here.
Oh, that's
mine. That's mine. Hang on. Here you go now.
You can keep that.
Buy yourself something nice.
You can keep that.
That's staying in.
Yeah, look.
That's staying. Thanks very much. That's for the interview, is it?
Yeah, that's
much
it.
appreciated.
Yeah, the Brazilian fella. Well, I don't know his name. Was he's old enough? I think he's 42 or 43.
It's not Leon Aliu. I'm thinking wrong. Anyway,
it was a catch weight 190 or something.
Yeah.
My God, he fucking knocked. He just tipped him. Boom. And he's known for heavy hands, you know. Yeah, so someone with heavy hands is dangerous. Doesn't matter how good you are. Someone has them heavy hands. You know, you got to be careful. Got to keep the hands up.
What would you be, without giving away the game plan too much? What would be the game plan coming in against a guy like that?
Just James's fight. Just don't worry. Not that don't worry about his fight. Go and do what you're good at.
Yeah.
And we know what he's good at. He's good boxing. He's good wrestling. He's good jiu-jitsu. So we're not worried anywhere. Just go and put it on him. really, you know.
Yeah.
Go and put it on him. He's very fit. There's no problem going 5 hard 5-minute rounds. So go and put it on him. Don't take a step back and just keep marching through.
Yeah. 3 other lads on the card. We've got Solomon Simon.
Yeah, I think I think Solomon is the biggest. I'm not going to say. I don't want to say underdog, but like, I don't mean for this fight. I mean he's the biggest.
Underrated
Fella.
under
He is dangerous. He is very good. He's on like a 3-fight win streak in cage in his pro career, and he looks good in every fight. He looks better as he goes on.
He's progressing each time.
Really good, and he's very professional. He's really one to watch. I think he can go a long, long way. I don't think people are talking about him like that. He's very like James. They don't big themselves up. They don't roar and shout. But Ger does all that for them. You know, that's a different kettle of fish. But I think Solomon is one that, and he's going to climb up there before you know it.
How's Ger? You just mentioned
great.
there.
Yeah, he's great.
He's also on the card, Ger Harris, the GTA selector.
Yeah, he's up there actually doing pads. Yeah, very switched on.
You know, that interview that he did with me, that's how he got the nickname.
Was it? Yeah.
Don't know if you know
Fucking
that.
stupid name. Yeah, look, he's. You swear he was here all his life in this gym. He just settled right in. His brother's here as well, so like he's like part of the furniture here. But I think he's looking good as well. Yeah, he's looking really good. He's a different level. I think he's a. You know, we were talking before about maybe trying to get him over with Derby on that MMA academy thing, and I think he's above that. He's a little bit. He's in that. You know, I think it won't be too many more fights before they're talking about a title fight for him. I think, or a title contender fight. Anyway, you know, definitely.
There's a really hot prospect right now at flyweight in Lonnie Kavanagh.
Yeah, really good. I think he looks very like Ger. Fight very similar. You know, good boxing, do awkward things, but can wrestle, can do jiu-jitsu. Yeah, that could be him and there. Yeah, title down the road.
And he's the voice, is he? Ger's the voice of.
I think he's confident, so he shows it, you know, and it's good to have that we have different. Everyone's not the same. They're not all robots. Yeah. You know, people who like robots all try and say the same bullshit. So Ger has his own man, and he can back it up. That's the good thing about it. But he puts the work in. So you can do all the roaring and shouting you want, and you can do all the bragging and whatever. But if you're not putting the work in, forget about it. He's upstairs sitting pads. You know, it's bank holiday Monday. You can hear him. He's up there with his dad.
Oh, it's his dad.
Yeah, his dad hitting pads. You know what I mean? His younger brother's off in the IMAFs. You know, the whole family's involved. You know what I mean? So it's great. He was out running with Siri the other day. Siri had him out running and up doing pads and rounds of Siri the other day. So he's ready for this as well.
Yeah, and then we have the Irish twin Jamie Abbott-Bissett making his pro debut. A guy who, like, I feel like Jamie Abbott-Bissett's one of those lads who, it's the epitome of doing kind of the amateur MMA the right way, where he's coming. I think he has a losing record in amateur, but you would never think that to watch him fight. Like he's always fought the hardest competition.
Yeah, most of his losses are split decisions and fights that he sort of, I wouldn't say throw away. Jamie, if he hadn't had Dean's confidence, he'd be the Cage Warriors world champion now. He doesn't believe in how good he is. So he goes up there and spars Ger, and 2 of them are 50-50.
Going at it.
You're not gonna pick who's gonna win the round. He's as good as him. But Jamie doesn't believe that in himself. He needs to believe that in himself. We believe it in him. He's very good jiu-jitsu. He's very good boxing. He can wrestle. You know, he's tough. You know, he doesn't. You've seen that time he fought Gary Rooney, and Gary's trying to pop his bloody head off. Fight. He's not going to tap. You know, he has that little bit of. I cornered him in Liverpool on the Cage Warriors Contender show over there, and he was fighting a weight above 61, and it was a 5-round fight. I didn't tell him it was 5. It was 3 rounds. I told him in the chair. But he had that go every round, bum, bum, bum. If he does that and gets that bit of belief in himself, he'll go far. All them losses he had, that's just that little bit of self-belief, self-doubt. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I see him in the gym here, and I say he's unbelievable. You know, he's very good. I have Yui, you know, you wouldn't remember Yui. Yeah, so Yui's up, he's coaching and training with Ger and Jamie. And, you know, you see how good Jamie is. So if he believes it and he shows it the weekend, you're in for a good fight. Yeah,
no, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing all the lads. It's a great card overall. I mean,
it is a good card, isn't it?
4 from your gym, I think 4 from FAI. There's loads from others. There's lads from.
It's great to see the girls getting on as well, isn't it? There's a couple of girls on as well,
Yeah, Emer Darcy and Sinead.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Sinead because she's, you know, tough fight the last one.
I mean, she took that one up a weight class as well.
Yeah.
So she's down, I think it's a 120 catch weight, this one. So
Perfect.
she had been flyweight. She went up to bantamweight, which I didn't think was...
No.
Yeah, it just didn't suit her. And now she's down at 120, so maybe she's gone... I haven't spoken to her with her yet, but she might be going to eyeing up a strawweight drop. But yeah, brilliant to see the two girls on.
Yeah, it's great. It's good for us,
yes, it's stacked.
Because as you talk about girls, I was only looking at the IMAF Team Ireland, and the girls on the team are cleaning up, and that goes down to Danny McCormick. Like I was only saying she must have a record for the most world champion youths in any gym in the world coming out of her gym. You know, I think she's 4 this weekend. I think in her gym alone, got gold medalist. I think everyone she's had 2 or 3 world champions.
Yeah, very impressive.
So she's doing something very special down there with them. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'd love to take a little bit. I'm actually going to grab her and ask her what she's doing with them. And I sent her a message. I think she's doing a brilliant job. I think she's doing a brilliant job with the whole of Team Ireland. She has squads on regular all the time, and she's different coaches. Richie Ivory, Mikey out my place, and a few other people helping her out. You know. Yeah. But she's doing some job. I'm jealous.
You miss it.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm very proud of her, even though she's not my team or anything. We did get involved in bringing her into the MMA.
But I mean, you would have had you would have been very hands-on for many years with the
national
national
I was,
squad.
and we
so
she
you
come
know
in
it's
and
a
got
passing
involved.
of the guard.
Yeah, I think she's doing a brilliant job.
Yeah,
you couldn't have asked for anything.
You've kind of passed the baton.
Yeah, and the senior setup should learn off her what they're doing. Whatever they're doing is brilliant.
Yeah,
and it's regular squad sessions.
Yeah,
we have a kid here missed a few squads. You're not going to Worlds. Danny tell you that.
Yeah,
doesn't matter who you are. You got to put the work in. So. A big MMA weekend. So if all them young girls come through,
exciting times. Yeah. Exciting times for Irish MMA. Thank you for the time. I said I'd do 5 minutes, probably been 10. Any other crack? No, triathlons?
I was training yesterday in bollocks.
Yeah.
I had to do 70k on the bike and then get off the bike, put the runners on and run 6k.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you run, I'm not like a little fella. When you run off the bike, it's fucking hard. Your legs don't feel the same. Oh, it's bollocks. Bollocks.
Getting old.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, 51 now.
Give you a slap back and then run.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, no problem.